Hello, everyone. In this lesson of the CSS Animations course, we are going to create this pulse effect. You can see we have a Font Awesome icon here for a phone, and it has a green background, and there are two borders that are pulsing. They're getting bigger and disappearing. So we will use CSS Animations and Transforms for this lesson. All right. First of all, I will start by going right here in my HTML and adding a div, and give it a class of pulse. Then inside of it, I will add an icon tag, give it a class of FAS, and FAS phone. So this will print the phone icon for us, and you can see up here that I'm using a CDN link for the Font Awesome library that will give us access to all the Font Awesome icons. All right, so when we view that in the browser, you can see we have our icon sitting right here in the center of the page, and it has a color of black by default. So let's go to our CSS and add some styles. I will target the div with the class of pulse, which has our icon inside of it. And I will add width, 100 pixels, height, 100 pixels as well, background color, this green color, color white. And in order to make it circular, we will add border radius, 50%. All right, now let's center the icon inside it horizontally and vertically. I will add text align, center, and line height, 100 pixels to center it vertically. Then we need to make the icon a little bit bigger, so we will add font size, 48 pixels. And finally, we will add position, relative. All right, so now we have the icon looking exactly the way we want with this green circular background. And now we want to create the borders around it that will be animated. So let's handle that. I will go right here and say pulse, before. And I will add content, empty, position, absolute, left, minus 20 pixels, top, minus 20 pixels, right, minus 20 pixels, and bottom, minus 20 pixels as well. Then we will add a border to this before pseudo element, so I will say border, 1 pixel, solid, and our green color. All right, so now you can see we have our border around the before, and the space right here between the border and the pulse div is equal to 20 pixels. And that is because we added minus 20 pixels right here on the left, top, right, and bottom. So if we go and change these minus pixels on the left to 0, you can see the border is now touching the left edge of the pulse div. All right, let's make this minus 20 pixels again. And we want a circular border. So we will add border radius, 50%. And now we will animate this border to give us the pulse effect we're trying to make. So I will create a new animation and name it pulsing. And inside of it, at 0% of the animation duration, I will add transform, scale, 0.5, and opacity, 0. Then at 50%, I will copy this and change the scale to 1 and the opacity to 1 as well. Then at 100%, I will change the scale to 1.2, so it will be bigger, and the opacity to 0, so it will fade away. So what will happen here is the border will start at half of its size and an opacity of 0. Then it will get bigger until it reaches its original size and an opacity of 1. Then it will become even bigger and the opacity will be 0 again, meaning it will fade away. So let's see if we can make this effect. First, let's add the animation to the border. I will go up here and add Animation, Pulsing, 1.5 seconds, Linear, and Infinite. So now you can see it's getting bigger, then disappearing. Okay, let's add another border. I will go right here and add comma. Then I will add an after pseudo element next to the before. Then we want them to start their animations one after the other. So I will go right here and target the after pseudo element alone. And I will add animation delay, 0.5 seconds. And now you can see they are starting one after the other, giving us the effect we were going for.